Hello, everybody out there in Facebook and YouTube land. I'm so happy to pop in here today. I just got off a group coaching call that I run, one of the groups that I facilitate. And I just wanted to pop in and talk a little bit about what I'm seeing out there in the world right now amongst leaders, where leaders are thriving and where they are falling short in this crazy time of change. We're in the Northeast here in the US, we are coming up upon spring, which is a dramatic difference from the cold winter we've been having. So we're starting to edge towards that. Of course, what's happening in the world right now in Ukraine is definitely impacting so many people emotionally, practically, logistically, politically, socially. So we see that happening, and also the world opening up here, at least in the U.S. or in where I am in New York State, schools dropping their mandates for masks. What does that mean for kids and teachers? And we're all kind of, in this once again and again, living in this uncertainty. And of course, humans, we love uncertainty, right? No, we don't love uncertainty at all. We, in fact, really don't like uncertainty unless you're one of us, those of us that love uncertainty because it is full of possibility. But even then, sometimes it can be a little much. So, first of all, I just want to validate all the work that you're doing out there as leaders, whether you're leading teams, whether you're leading families, whether you're just leading whether you're only leading yourself. That is more than enough if you are consciously leading yourself or even working to do that more. That is more than so much more than what most people do. So thank you for being out there and doing that conscious leadership work. Here is the number one attribute that is needed in leadership right now, today, in all of this uncertainty. And that is compassion. Now, maybe that sounds like a trite to you, or maybe it sounds like, yeah, we know that. Honestly, people they're struggling right now. Your teams are struggling. Your report twos are struggling. You might be struggling, or the people who are leading you might be struggling. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Now, notice I don't see empathy, because empathy is something different. And empathy is certainly useful too, but what I'm actually looking for right now is just compassion. A little bit of space for yourself, a little bit of breathing room to find your bearings, to find your strength to make conscious choices for yourself and those around you, those who lead, and for those who are leading you. Give yourself a little grace and compassion. And what that looks like is taking a breath, trying to step back a little bit. Take that bird's eye view, step back in perspective, zoom out. Where do you need to slow down in order to speed up? Where do you need to slow down in order to slow down? Where do you need to make less choices? Where do you need to deprioritize so that the elements that truly need prioritizing can float to the surface and become addressed, right? Not everything needs to be addressed at once. Where can you bring compassion into your workforce, into your families, into your own life? I just got off a call with a group of really powerful leaders in big companies. They're amazing people. They are heart-centered people. They are doing their darndest, their level best to be present, to be conscious, to be to expressing care and concern for their teams and for themselves. And they are not always getting it from the people who are supposed to be leading them. And these are leaders in their companies. So if you are at the top of a company culture or in the top level, what questions do you need to ask about compassion? How are your people? Ultimately, your job right now as a leader is to take care of those people first. That doesn't mean necessarily coddle them, but it means give them a little space, give them a little, pat on the back, some encouragement, some I see you. So you're doing great. Thank you for the work you're doing. How are you? I had a woman on my call just a little while ago and just absolutely so sad because she's been working so hard to take care of her team and deliver above and beyond the expectations and the goals. And she knows she's doing an incredible job. The person who's leading her is just not paying attention or is not attending to that. And right now, in this place of uncertainty, it's taking its toll. So ask those questions. Have compassion. Express the compassion. Don't just have it in your mind. Express the compassion. Check in with your people. How are you doing? How's your family? And then listen. Listen for the answer. Really lean into that a little bit. It doesn't take much. It won't take up your whole day. In fact, it actually levels out. It takes some of the air out of that tension balloon. So you can actually get to the things that you really need to get to. But if we ignore all this, it just makes it worse and worse and worse. And people feel more and more tired, more and more split. So I encourage you all, and I know you have compassion in you. I know you do. I see it every day. Lean into that a little bit, express a little bit, take care of yourselves, and take care of your people.